So this is the Husqvarna H-Class E10 sewing machine, and we're going to run through a video now of showing you how to wind the bobbin and thread the machine. So start winding the bobbin, take the thread onto the spool holder at the back with the thread running off from the bottom to the top, and then we bring the thread into the tension part here and wind a little bit onto the bobbin to start it off. Push the bobbin winder from left to right, that automatically disengages the needle drive, and then we press the foot control, and at about half speed, don't attempt to run at full speed because it can affect the tension of the winding. And when the bobbin does finally fill up, it will actually start to push away and stop winding, so you know then that's going to be full. But for today that's enough for our purposes. So I've completed our bobbin winding, and now I'm going to thread the bobbin case. So the bobbin case has a little finger on it. We're going to have the finger, as we look at it, to our left, or at 9 o'clock, and the bobbin we're going to have in the shape of a small letter B, so the tail is onto the left hand side. So we take the bobbin case, we take the bobbin, the tail on the left hand side, and bring it through the spring. Hold the bobbin momentarily and just give it a tug until it goes underneath the spring, and then we know we've got tension on there, so it will sew nicely for us. To put the bobbin case into the machine, this little finger will be at 12 o'clock, and we have a latch here. If we open the latch, that stops the bobbin from spinning out of the bobbin case. And then we just bring that into the machine, and you'll see that there's a little cutaway to take that finger. So we just guide it in and make sure it's just pushed home properly. And that's the bobbin case side of it done. So now we're going to thread the upper part of the machine. And the most important thing at this stage is to have the foot raised, so not in the down position but in the up position. This is because it opens the tension discs. You can see they're just opening and closing there. So if you threaded it with the foot in the down position, you could end up with the thread floating over the discs, thus getting no tension, no control on the thread if you like, and that would then create a large sort of bird's nest of thread underneath when you started to sew. So very importantly, raise that foot, and then we just follow the arrows. So they start at the top and we walk our way down through this gap, so that's where the tension discs are. So I'll just show you now. At the moment that's loose, and what I would do is just kind of floss it in to make sure it's dropped in. At the moment I can pull the thread, it's flowing through. When I put the foot down, you should see that start to go to tension now. So it's flowing again, and we go down to the needle, following the guides around the needle guide at the top of the needle. It's just defying me at the moment. There we go. And we have a needle threader. So at this point now, I put the foot down and just make sure I've got some nice tension there. Bring the needle threader down and round, and we can just bring the thread across that little hook on the left hand side into the gateway, let go, and it'll pull the thread through the needle eye for us. Now we have the upper and lower threaded. Take the thread underneath the foot, turn the hand wheel towards us, and complete a complete stitch. That will then bring the lower thread to the top, both threads underneath the foot. I have straight stitch, which is A selected, and I've got a stitch length of 3. I'm ready to sew, so all I would do now is start with a needle at the top. So the needle at the top, and this part called the take-up needle also at the top of its run. Place the foot down, hold the threads to the left. Just hold them while you make the first stitch, which might be reverse, and then forward. And the machine should sew perfectly. Thank you for watching.